All right, so early on today, we saw Riverlea community members taking to the streets to protest against the violence. This was allegedly linked to the illegal mining activity occurring in the area. On your screens right now, live visuals from Police Minister Bheki Cele. Let's take a listen into what he has to say.
But the next day from now, this place will have to be wiped off of this. But for now, there is a protection that we are living here on the TRT as we live now. Yes. Can we agree on that? Can we agree that there is one request that I want to make here. The situation is serious for the community. Let's put aside all political colors and make sure that communities here, regardless of their political affiliation, when these criminals come here, they don't ask you your political card. So it's important that we fight as people. Indeed, hold me on my words. Hold me on my words that I'm saying now. To say, here, we are going to be here, we are going to change the situation, we're going to make sure that Zamazamas give the space to the people of this place, that people of this community, people of all these communities, starting from Zamempilo and coming here at Riverlea, life will be good for people because we would have put our effort as a state. We can't allow the state to be terrorized, worse by the people that are not even from this country, not worse by the people that are undocumented, not by the people that are supposed to be fighting their wars. Where they come from, they come here and they make you part of their wars. You have a right to be angry, but hold me on my words. Not just think and look at me. Hold me on my words. We'll be here long time enough to see the change. For now, allow us to go so that the police can begin to deploy here and the situation changes. You should have given that before I spoke. No, you should have given that before I spoke.
See, if I don't do that,
you should have given that before I spoke. You should. As we live here, the police are going to come here and work and walk there. But besides that, we'll be working on finding the people in the holes. So for that, hold me on my words in the next 24 hours. I want that finger to go like that when I come back to give the report here. Can we be given the opportunity to go and put this plan in place? Thank you very much.
Let's do the interviews here. Let's do them here. You want interviews? Do you want interviews? Let's do it here because it's a mess. But here.
Of course, as he just promised the people of Westbury, that's the people of Riverlea, that in the next 24 hours there'll be hard police force on the ground. But we're told that when they leave here, there'll be a TRT.
Right, so these are live visuals coming through. We just heard some sentiments from Police Minister Bheki Cele addressing some of the concerns from protesters, including residents, who have been calling for urgent action in ending mining, illegal mining within the community. We saw him making some promises there, calling for a turnaround response within the next 24 hours. As we know that a group of concerned community members this morning embarked on a protest. It followed alleged turf wars between rival illegal miners at the weekend, where 5 suspected illegal miners were killed as a result. Police thus far have opened murder cases. Let's take a listen further into what.
Come on, guys.
Okay, we just want to give one of the leaders a chance. He has a few things to raise. Please give him a chance.
All right, community, just give me a minute, right? Firstly, I want to say thank you, Minister, for coming out and listening to the cry of our people, right? However, we have heard that you will have external forces coming in, right? We have heard that you are going to have external forces coming in. However, one thing that we need to highlight to you is we are living in fear as a community with the daily shootings, right? From the Zamazamas. And the demands that we have as a community is that, one, as you have addressed, we need to deal with the Zamazamas. We need to ensure that the relevant departments are taken care of, right? DMRE needs to come and close up the holes. They need to seal up everything. And then there's an environmental inspection that was done on the camp here, Zamampilo. And it has been passed that it is not safe for our people to be living in this camp. It is not safe for our people to be living in this camp. So our demands is that our people will get alternative accommodation from this place so that they are safe, right? Now, the question that we have for you, Mr. Minister. Mr. Minister, the question that we have for you is that, right, we want to know as a community, guys, as a community, Mr. Minister, we want to know, you say you've got plans in place, but we want to know what have you done thus far? What measures have you put in place to deal with what has just been mentioned? That is the camp that is not conducive for living, for human habitation, the holes that are open, and the illegal immigrants that are shooting and killing our people. What have you done? What have you done? And we have gotten your way forward in terms of what you're going to do. But we are also requesting that the SANDF is deployed into this community to deal with this issue. Because clearly, we have not been receiving the response from SAPS that we ought to receive as a community. So our demands is that SANDF is deployed. Our demands are that our people are given proper accommodation. Our demands are that these holes are closed within 7 days. Within 7 days, this place is dealt with. And in 24 hours, as you said, it will be beefed up. But those are our demands as a community. And I thank you. So, what have you done thus far? 7 days.
Thank you very much. People of Riverlea. Thank you very much. People of... Okay, one thing, I don't want to mix things. Our primary task here is to stop Zamazamas. I did speak to the Minister of Minerals this morning to say, hang on sis, hang on. Our primary task here is to stop Zamazamas terrorizing the community. That is a first task. Then the second task is to speak, as I have spoken to the Minister of Mines, to close down all these holes. Now, we are giving me the third task to go to the Minister of Human Settlement to come and deal with the issue of Zamimpilo. That can't be the police. So there are three things. But by the time all these things happen, Zamazamas would have been stopped. You talk about 7 days. That's too long, young man. That's too long. That's like 7 years. In 24 hours, you have seen the difference here. So allow us to go and allow us to put the plan in action so that your life gets back to normality and you live out of fear. Can we be allowed to move and then allow our forces? Whether SINDF comes, whether National Intervention of Police comes, whether the Special Task Force comes, I'm not going to give the plan. I'm not going to give the operation. I want you to see the outcomes, not to know the operation. Can you agree on that one? Thank you very much. Allow us to go and action the plan. Thank you very much, everybody. Life will change here. We put our heads on neck. Life will change for the better here. Thank you.
Minister, will you be doing one-on-one interviews?
Live visuals coming through from Riverlea at this point. Police Minister Bheki Cele having addressed concerns from protesters, including residents calling for intervention, urgent action, perhaps in ending the illegal mining activity that has been occurring in the community. It's not a recent phenomenon. We know that there have been reports of this as back as 2016, 2017. So as it stands, sentiments from the leader in the community calling for the safety and security to be reinstated, thus asking for the SANDF to be deployed to the area, perhaps to deal with the issues within the next 24 hours. They're also demanding that the DMRE seal the mines, the open mines rather, the derelict mines in the next 7 days. And they also want the issue of illegal zama-zamas to also be addressed. And they also want decent living conditions to also be addressed. So we see numerous routes closed as a result of the protests that occurred this morning. They were protesting following an alleged turf war between rival illegal miners that obviously occurred at the weekend. To date, on record, 5 suspected illegal miners have been killed as a result, and thus murder cases have been opened. So we'll continue to monitor that story perhaps as more developments unfold.